We began with this story. 2 weeks after gunfire shattered a holiday celebration at one of the Lowcountry's busiest beaches, a major break in the case. Prosecutors say a grand jury has now indicted 7 people in connection with the July 4th shooting at Coligny Beach, while also revealing a significant change in how they plan to prosecute the case. WSAV's Andrew Davis has what investigators say happens next.
Every shooter, every bullet. That's the goal of prosecution for 14th Circuit Solicitor Duffy Stone for the 7 suspects now under indictment from the Coligny Beach shooting.
It was the sheriff's office camera that was on the beach at the time and caught everything, well, not everything, but a good bit of everything on video. That helps us not only move forward quicker, but most importantly with certainty.
Certainty that led to the indictments of 7 different suspects by a Beaufort County grand jury in connection with the shooting. Charges ranging from assault and battery of high and aggravated nature to possession of a firearm of someone under 18 to possession of a machine gun. The most recent arrest, Andre Green, picked up in Jasper County this week. He was someone who law enforcement knows very well.
We had criminal investigation ongoing on this particular defendant. He was involved in other issues in the Westbury Park area, so we had already had warrants for his arrest and they were uploaded into NCIC.
Sheriff Tanner saying the entire event and 8 people shot, the result of juvenile ego.
One person got a look from another that he didn't like. He felt it disrespected him. And then from there, it turned into a fist fight, and from the fist fight, it turned into gunplay.
All the suspects, even the 17-year-old, will be tried as an adult. Some could get up to 40 years for their crimes. Solicitor Stone vowing to prosecute everyone for their brazen disregard for anyone's safety that night, even their own.
People that get together and decide that they can come to a public place and have a shootout, they need to understand that every one of them is going to be responsible for every bullet, every shooter, every bullet.
While there is video from the sheriff's camera right on the beach as well as social media, the solicitor says he would welcome any more people coming forward who might have information or video from that night to make this case even stronger. The suspects themselves, they'll be back in court on Wednesday for a bond hearing and first appearance. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3 on your side.
We have been following this case from the beginning. WSAV was the only cameras on scene that night of the shooting. We will have all of our previous coverage. You can find it right now, in fact, on WSAV.com/Coligny shooting. Well, some new developments to tell you about now. The man accused of fatally stabbing an 18-year-old outside the Wilmington Island Walmart last October was back in court today. Delano Middleton is charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, and other offenses in the death of 18-year-old J.T. Schroeder. During today's hearing, both prosecutors and the defense asked the judge to delay the case because an autopsy was never performed. Court documents show Schroeder's body was released by the hospital to a funeral home before the GBI could conduct an autopsy, and he was later cremated. The judge granted the request and said the case may not return to court until this fall. A Bluffton man is dead after a crash involving a vehicle and a bicycle on Hilton Head Island. The Beaufort County Coroner's Office identified the victim as 72-year-old Gregory Herman, and the coroner says Herman died Wednesday night around 9:48 on Marshland Road after being hit by a car while riding a bike. No other details about the crash have been released at this time. The South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating. President Donald Trump throwing his support behind Darlene Graham, a candidate who has not yet announced whether she will run to keep the U.S. Senate seat she now holds after the death of her brother, Senator Lindsey Graham. Trump announced today he is endorsing Darlene Graham if she decides to run for a full term in the Senate. Graham was appointed to temporarily serve in the seat after Senator Lindsey Graham died last week. In a social media post, President Trump said Darlene Graham has been a winner all of her life and added, "Run, Darlene, run." The endorsement would shake up the race for the seat, with several other politicians considering a run, including Representatives Russell Fry, Nancy Mace, Ralph Norman, and South Carolina Lieutenant Governor Pamela Evette. Now, the filing period for the special primary runs from July 21st through July 28th. The primary election is scheduled for August 11th. The start of the new school year is just around the corner, and Chatham County district leaders say that they are looking to build on momentum while making some major changes inside classrooms. WSAV's Nakaya Harris has more on the district's plans as the first day of school gets closer.
Superintendent says the opening bell is more than just a sound. It's a promise. And with buses ready to roll and schools making final preparations, district leaders are optimistic about the year ahead. From a new cell phone policy for students in grades K through 12.
They enter into school every day, and throughout the school day, they will not have access to their cell phones.
To new devices to help teachers quickly alert authorities.
One new safety measure, and that's our wearable panic button.
And with fewer classrooms to staff this year.
We have about 30 classroom teacher vacancies.
Savannah-Chatham County public school system leaders say they are starting in a strong position, even as they continue working through budget challenges. Superintendent Dr. Denise Watts says the district is facing lower revenue while costs continue to rise.
This means is that we will be moving into using some of our fund balance, about $17 million of our fund balance, to bridge that gap between expenditures and revenue.
She says one big area of focus this school year is the district's new strategic plan. It's called Unlimited Possibilities, a roadmap that will guide SCCPSS through 2031.
Rigorous learning, strong literacy and numeracy, timely support, a sense of belonging, and meaningful preparation for college career. I want students to, in their present day-to-day experiences, to have high-quality learning, not only in the classroom but beyond. But ultimately, I feel like our job is to make sure that our students are prepared for a choice-filled life.
And the first day of school is August 3rd. Reporting here in Chatham County, Nakaya Harris, WSAV News 3 on your side.
One of the Lowcountry's biggest and most beloved summer traditions is back. The 70th annual Beaufort Water Festival is officially underway, kicking off 10 days of live music, local food, and family fun along the Beaufort waterfront. WSAV's Danielle Ruddy is live there tonight with a look at the celebration and what festival goers need to know before heading out.
We are here at the Beaufort waterfront at the 70th annual Beaufort Water Festival. The Arts and Crafts Market kicked things off today at 2 p.m. and will go until 7 tonight. The first festival was held in 1956. The waterfront event brings community and local businesses together with food, music, arts and crafts, and much more. Things kick off tonight with the opening ceremony at 7 p.m. It will feature the Paris Island Marine Band with fireworks to follow. City officials say they know parking might be an issue for some, so they will provide free shuttle service from the Beaufort Government Center starting at 5 o'clock until midnight. I spoke with the Commodore Dusty Vickers, who is the director of the Beaufort Water Festival. He had this advice for anyone planning to attend: get here early to beat the crowds.
I came down here before, or this your first festival, even if you came down before, we all know parking downtown can be a little rough, so get here a little early, go to one of the local restaurants, go do some shopping on Bay Street, get an appetizer, get a drink, hang out, get in line, and then come down.
All right, Danielle, live music is always one of the biggest draws of the Water Festival. Who are some of the acts people can look forward to seeing this year?
Yeah, there's gonna be dozens of events scheduled over the next 10 days, and you can find more of that information on our website, wsav.com/waterfestival. In Beaufort, I'm Danielle Ruddy, WSAV News 3 on your side.